Oops. But how are we, people? So basically, if it seems like we are kind of whatevering, it's because we are. No, we basically we are going to do our intro stuff now, and the full role play will start in. I'm going to get the timer up on the screen. Yes, we do have some new camera angles up in here. Like we can see everything that's on Canon's screen right now, which is really fun.
I personally love the gun show that Canon's giving. I feel like he strategically planned this to get us more viewers.
I'm excited because we're able to watch the stream on Canon's screen right now, and so like we can.
Screen stuff.
I feel like if we have enough streams,
Chris, can you share? Let me share screens on Zoom. Thank you.
So no one noticed that, but Kyle just told me on a walkie-talkie that I didn't know. He didn't tell me it was right here until he just said that. I had no idea this was here. Wait, how do I respond to you? Hello, Kyle? No?
Try holding down the button and talking into it.
Chris, don't.
Kyle. Does that work?
Yes, that works. Over.
We're that level of codependency now.
The other button where it says call makes the evil bleeping noise. Don't touch the call button unless you want to make the evil bleeping noise that you're trying to communicate. Over.
You guys realize you could just talk through the stream, right?
No.
Don't. No, we said don't do that noise. It's evil. Thank you, love. Okay.
Well, I'm glad that got us in a silly mood. Let's go for our questions, maybe?
Yes. Let us, oopsie. Can I have you all roll for initiative? Jonathan. Or whoever has one ready.
I rolled an 8.
All right, Kopaka.
Oh no.
Yeah?
15.
Okay.
5.
11.
And then Mishiru?
Muted! 12.
12. Thank you. All right. So I'll get rid of the numbers now. So, Chris, please start us off with intros. The question of the day is, what is your favorite animal?
Oh, yay. My name is Chris. My pronouns are dead. My character's name is Ched. He uses he, him, his. My favorite animal is a horse. I love horses. I love ponies. I love horses and ponies as Chris. What is Ched's favorite animal? I feel like Ched would like a dog. Like Ched is like a bro, so like he would like have like a golden retriever that just like is really needy, because I feel like that reflects Ched's personality. Yeah.
Before we get to the next person, actually, I'm going to adjust the screen real quick. So I'm going to.
Nope, I'm gonna be okay. Hi, my name is Mr. Mial. I play Michiru, which is a Triton rogue. My pronouns are he, him, and so are Michiru's. My favorite animal. God, I feel like I've gone through like stages of like half a favorite animal, like throughout different ages of my life. I'm just gonna safe and just go with my cat. Just cats.
Yeah.
They're just so peaceful and nice. Michiru doesn't care for animals.
No.
No.
What about quiet sea animals that don't bother Mishiru?
What about trout? Trout?
Well, I mean, Michiru was raised on the shore, so she's not really connected with the sea folk.
Yes. The sea. I see things. So next up for question of the day, I'll do that part off screen so people don't get a headache. Oops. See, now I made things bad again. This is why, okay, we're starting roleplay at 8 o'clock. Until then, I can't be held accountable for anything. Next up, we have Christina.
My name is Christina. She, her. Jaina is a centaur druid. My favorite animal. I love animals like so much. So it's hard to pick a favorite. I do really like horses too, because I rode them when I was younger. I love horses. But my favorite animal is my cat. But the problem with saying that is I now have a new child, which is my puppy. So it's like I've had my cat for 8 years though, so I love her, but I also love my puppy. So you're supposed to say you love them equally, but I've had her longer, so right now she's my favorite. And then Jaina's favorite animal, I feel like because she can't transform into an animal that can fly it, I feel like it would be birds, because she really she'd love to be able to fly. So I feel like it would be birds for right now.
That's very interesting. All right. Next up, Kopaka.
Hi, I'm Jonathan. Pronouns are he, him, and I'm role-playing Kopaka, a Leonin ranger who's a cat. My favorite animal is a dog, specifically that dog right there sleeping in the corner. That's Koopa. But Kopaka, as a Leonin, has a strong dislike for dogs, probably would be scared of Koopa. His favorite animal, let's say mice. I think mice would be it. He's been able to hunt them and eat them. So,
are there cats in Theros?
Yes.
Like a cat, like a physical cat.
Yes.
There are. They're not the most common, or not as common as they are here, but they exist. There are also other kinds of wild big cats. In the night sky of Theros, you might look up and see Nylea's lynx strutting through the stars. So big furry kind of cat. And last but certainly not least, the Minotaur of the Hour, Alistair.
Hi everyone.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you. Your name is misspelled on my thing, which gets the thing from last week where I've been misspelling his name for ages.
It's okay. Hi everyone, I'm Cannon. Welcome to my new angle. It's temporary. My pronouns are he, she, and they. I have no preference. My favorite animal is probably the octopus for a few reasons. The octopus has the least DNA in common with every other species on the planet, which makes them phenographically one of the most unique creatures in the world. They are one of the most intelligent species on the planet, despite not having an actual brain. And they taste really delicious when you fry them. So it's all positives in my book. I really like the octopus.
That is great.
For Alistair, his least favorite animal is humans, and his most favorite animal is cows.
I love that.
Yes.
So to give y'all a little...
Kyle, you too.
Look-see. Oh, my favorite? All
yeah.
Right. Then I will show you all the look-see secret thing after. Sorry about that. So growing up, I really liked lions. Lions were always my favorite. I was obsessed with the Lion King. And also, I would say now my favorite would be a tardigrade, aka a water bear. And my favorite fictional animal that you may find on Theros, badgers, probably. Or I think the badgers have a lot of character in this world.
Badgers aren't fictional.
They're not. No, they're not. But I mean, like, favorite animal within context of this world.
Oh, okay.
You're right. Badgers are not. Badgers are real. I can see them.
Real.
No, well, my favorite fictional animal is a flying llama, which is always what I've had as my desire. As y'all can see, we're in the process of transferring over overlays.
It's beautiful.
It's not close to where it's going to be, but oops, I didn't mean to zoom in on Zaddy over here, but this is Alistair.
No one's complaining.
Drink it in. You know you want to.
Oh, let's see. Can we kick it? Yes, we can.
I have very weird feelings towards Alistair. He reminds me of a lot of my exes.
There's a lot to unpack there.
There's a lot to unpack there. Yeah. A lot of my
Play in like 3 minutes. Can someone give us the rundown of what happened last week? I'm nominating Cannon.
I always do this.
Okay, fine. Then I will nominate Christina.
Last time on this show, I'm just trying to remember the beat. I remember everything after the store. Wait, it was,
All right,
it was starting.
someone do-
Yeah, it was at the
Back to
gate.
city.
Oh, okay.
someone
We
do
got
the
to
stuff.
the gate. We got to the gate. We got
Yes.
to the gate.
Yes.
And then we got to meet two new people that knew Alistair. One was someone who definitely wanted to kill him, and the other person was your cousin.
Former war buddy.
Yeah, former war
the
buddy.
cousin is the one who wanted to kill him, and
Oh,
that
okay, the cousin-
is, drum roll please, Xanthopus.
Yes.
She's terrifying. She's so scary. Look at her.
But the soldiers were able to hold her back in order to make sure that she didn't kill Alistair. So we were able to go through the gate, and then Jaina got a little more information from Espa, making her seem a little less sketchy, but more sketchy of Felix. We got to the
You know,
shop.
I have to pause you and pull a picture of Felix, right?
Yeah, we have to pull
Why
up a
do we
picture of
always do
Felix.
Right.
Yeah, we have to pull up
Why
a
do we
picture.
always
Looks like
do that?
he always looks like he's on
Why?
like LSD or something. Like, whoa.
No, he's just friendly.
Yes.
He's on Molly.
So friendly. So the merchants, we follow the merchants to the store where they're supposed to exchange the poisons and other items for things to help back at all the people at the wedding. So big.
Sorry.
Do you have a picture of the merchant? I'd
I
much
do
rather
actually.
see that. Can we see that?
Yes, let me find him. Strat. Oops. Oh, it did not like that. Okay, here we go.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh. So yes. So then Strat, we had an issue with a potion or some kind fell, poofed, which caused everything to go blind. Felix disappeared. So people went outside after the trade was done. We let Espa and I'm forgetting who's the other centaur, the Laguna centaur.
Oh, Seb.
Seb. Yeah, Espa
Like
and Seb went on their way.
Seabiscuit.
Yeah.
Boo.
Espa and Seb went on their way back to help the people who were poisoned, while Jaina saw someone on the roof, shouted someone's on the roof. We chased after them, and then Jaina, using her intuition with feet,
Yes, her affinity for looking at feet.
well, it made sense. Certain size footprints on the ground led her to certain size feet. She did detect magic just in case. We discovered the cousin in disguise, kind of.
Cousins in disguise.
And then she punched Michiru in the face, causing damage to Michiru. She tried to hurt Jaina, but Jaina's too tough. And then that's where we left it.
Nice, thank you. Anyone want to add anything onto that?
I also rescued Ched from being strapped.
Oh, I forgot about the guy. He was strapped to it. Yeah, Ched got strapped to a chair because he was going to allow Strat to experiment on him because of his flower, because he was saying the flower might be poisoning him. But then through message walkie-talkie, he told Alistair, maybe this isn't okay.
I mean, I was okay with it being checked on. I think that Ched was like no bueno towards being, strapped into a chair. That's when it seemed bad.
And then Alistair put Ched into his manly arms, and eventually they joined up with the group where they saw that the person who was on the roof was his cousin.
So yeah, we had
T.W. Rogers, Chalistair is love, Chalistair is life.
Yes.
Chalistair forever. So remind me where the party is. We're outside of that leather.
We're
shop?
outside of yeah. It was like it was an armor shop. Yeah, it was an armory. It was which was a shop. The
this is like
shopkeeper
hypersync.
originally didn't know who your cousin was, so he was like, "What are you doing?" Because she punched a patron, which was Michiru, and then he recognized her and went, "Oh, never mind."
Right. And then you let her go.
Yeah, I had
Jaina let her go.
Jaina had her hands on her shoulders to try to stop her from leaving. That's when she kicked Jaina. Jaina let her go once she realized, because she was waiting for the spell to disappear, because she thought maybe it would change everything, but it didn't. It just changed the clothes. So I was like, oh, okay.
Gotcha.
So should we start off there, Kyle?
In the shop, which I have an image
Oh,
of.
we were just outside of it, actually.
Oh, you're just outside of the shop.
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
just
well,
we
this is
were
what I
just
pulled up.
outside of it.
This is what I pulled up. So what is the greater... So previously, the party was escorting those merchants into the city of Akros, which people, again, you can think of like Sparta, city of soldiers, etc. Looks something like this. Gorgeous picture. Oh, wait, what screen is my stream people looking at? Or, I'm sorry, my Zoom people looking at? Am I sharing the right thing for Zoom?
Right now I see Akros,
Okay, cool.
a picture of Akros, and then some text underneath.
Perfect. Okay, good. That is what I want you all to see. And they were going here because merchants wanted to get supplies to bring back to the poisoned wedding party. Who are the poisoned wedding party, you ask? Well, that's kind of the premise of the quest, right? So someone explain what's going on or read off of this screen. Popcorn to Christopher.
What happened?
Well,
Can you read what's on the screen for the Save the Wedding Guests thing? Your mic is off.
You want me to
I
read the
love
whole
you.
save? Thank you. You want me to read the whole Save the Wedding Guest?
At least through step 1.
We'll do it. Okay. Save the wedding guests. The guests of the wedding of George and Lua have fallen ill after eating the cake. Receiving an omen from Farika, which is the goddess, with the help of Talia's interpretation, the party has an idea of where to get more info about a cure. Step 1, defeat the beast that holds the cure's recipe within. 2, find the materials for the poison cure. 3, craft the cure and distribute it to the wedding guests ASAP. I have to say that I don't like these steps because it does not include the flower on Ched's horn. So I'm going to protest them. Based on the information from Seb, the adventurers think that the guests must be stabilized soon. And even then, they'd only last until the end of the month. I'm joking, by the way. You don't have to change the...
Oh, no, I'm not changing it.
Okay.
But
I was just going to be very silly.
I know you're being silly. Thank you. Yes, it is currently day 4, I think, of the 30-day month. Something like that. So, for day 1, wedding day. The final day.
I believe that is correct. I believe it's day 4, because day 3 was us traveling to the fort, and we're still on the day that we left the fort.
Yes. And then the Seb mentioned there, was one of the merchants who was basically, they just completed the quest with the merchants. Well, ostensibly. Because Felix is missing. Let me get your map.
Oh, and when you're ready, Jaina's ready to confront cousin.
Okay.
Xanthivus? You want to confront Xanthivus?
Well, confront is... she has a 2-second question, and then she doesn't care about Xanthipus anymore.
Okay.
So we are in Akros. And more specifically, see how this is the front gate y'all came in? This big building is where that shop was, where the armory was. So, the shopkeep, she goes back to her business, helping the customers who are now very frightened at the violence that has gone down in this shop. And Xanthopus is standing there. Remind me, did you release Jaina? Did Jaina take her hands off of Xanthopus?
Yeah, she had at this point taken her hands off of her.
Okay. Well, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to do. Alistair, you're lucky today. I'll see you all later. She tries to like wrestle her way through the crowd.
Wait.
But she's
Jaina
stopped,
goes,
but you're in the way. Like the people are in the way.
Yeah. Jaina turns to her really fast and just says, "Did you cast a spell on Michiru?" This one.
Who's me? This Triton?
No, she just sucker punched me in the face.
I have no business with this Triton.
Earlier in the alley, you didn't do anything?
I used some cloaking magic only on myself. But I don't feel like I
insight
need
check.
to explain myself to some centaur who's accosting me.
Insight check.
Jacob, what makes you think that Michiru has been bewitched?
Wait. Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I got a 19 plus 5. Wait, no, plus 3. So 22.
Okay. She is being honest. She cloaked herself and is just kind of annoyed and does not actually know nor care about Michiru.
Okay, so Jane is going to turn to Alistair and go, when we were in the alley, I had the ability to see if anything was magical. And Michiru had an aura about him as if something was affecting him at the same time that he was asking me if I knew who was missing from our group. And then Michiru shook it off. So I'm suspicious and I want to go back to the alley and see if Kamali can sniff anything out.
I think that sounds like a good idea. We should also keep in mind that Felix has disappeared and is probably responsible for whatever magic was cast on Michiru.
Michiru, do you have any
fine.
response to that? Or
Yeah.
is that... Yeah.
Oh, am I still muted? No, I'm not. I feel
No,
fine.
we hear you.
I don't know quite what you're referring to.
You were confrontational. You were asking me if I knew who was missing from the group. And I said Ched, and you said no, and I said Felix. And then you kind of shook your head as if something had affected you. And so I checked with Detect Magic, and something had affected you magically.
Oh, weird. No, the only thing that I feel weird is just the dent on my face right now. She got a lucky shot. That's all I gotta say.
So
My apologies, Michiru.
Kopaka and Ched are, just or on the outskirts of the conversation, but they're in the conversation. Any reactions from them?
You
So
guys.
does anyone know where? So does anyone know where Felix actually went?
No. He disappeared once the cloud of smoke appeared in the apothecary.
All right, looks like that entire hunt was for nothing.
I don't mean to make this all about me, bros, but I was just strapped into a table where there was a scientist who was about to do some weird shit to me, and Alistair saved me, and I would like to get as far away from here as possible.
Kyle, stop.
Sorry.
Wait, what were you doing, Kyle?
I was just pulling up another picture of Felix.
And enlarging it.
Yeah.
He kept zooming in and making it bigger, so we stared into his dead twink eyes.
We're very
Has
intelligent people.
has Xanthopus already left? Or is she still there? Oh
She
no,
is trying to leave.
I'm still. Oh yeah, I'm still blocking her. So Jane is gonna turn to Alistair and go. So big one. Do you want me to let her go?
I'm afraid we couldn't keep her here even if we wanted to. You might as well let her go.
I doubt that. And Jaina starts walking. She pats Ched on the head as she passes Ched, because she understands that was probably traumatic for him being strapped to a chair. And then she starts walking to go back to the alley, to the store.
Okay. So you're just outside here, but you're walking back into the store?
I'm walking. Well, we have to go around back to the store. And since
you want to go back to the apothecary?
Yes, to the apothecary.
Okay, which is this building here. Based on how you've navigated, you might be able to intuit that there might be a shortcut around the back towards this alley.
Okay.
So is the rest of the party in agreement, or party response to her walking this way?
Yeah, I think that's the only lead we have right now. We'll see if Kamali can pick up the scent.
Okay. At this time, it is about 1 p.m. Just FYI. So the party comes back in, or comes back.
Would I be able to tell if I have anybody that I know in the city that would be able to maybe find Felix or know where someone like Felix would go?
Are you looking around for people?
Yeah, or maybe just like people that I might have worked with in the past in Akros.
So looking around, you don't recognize anyone here. Aside to you, let me open my Discord PMs. Oopsie, I don't know if that's on screen or not. Basically, any previous people, from your knowledge, you've never been in this part of Akros. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
The parts of Akros you frequented were more on the outskirts near the foreigners' quarters.
Kyle, just so you know, on Zoom, we can see. I think the
You're
screen that
talking
you
about
don't.
Karen.
Oh.
I don't think you want us to see the screen that you're showing on
Thank you.
Zoom.
Well,
and
let me look at my Zoom settings.
Yeah.
Zoom one is not the same as the Twitch one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to pause for a sec. Reload this. Thank you for telling me.
Because as soon as I saw your Discord, I went, oop.
Oop, Kyle didn't
Secrets.
even show that.
Secrets. Well,
Yes,
now
we were talking about
Okay.
Karen. For those of you who are unfamiliar in the chat, Karen was the character that Canon played during our last D&D campaign. We didn't stream that campaign, but yes.
She's a real piece of work. You guys would love her.
Yep.
I'm sure they hear the name Karen and they have no idea what we're even talking about. They probably think it's a nice, pleasant lady who doesn't.
Yeah,
Definitely.
There's so many nice ladies named Karen.
Definitely
So
doesn't
nice.
carry the mace of terror
Into
and strike the fear of death into many
many
Manager.
shopkeepers.
Managers.
which would be bugbears for goblins.
I have to say by the way, that statue is very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
Maybe
statue
y'all
of
can
Karen.
go and look at the statue.
Is that a hint?
I'm
Let's
thinking
make
it's something
our
you're capable
way.
of doing.
Let's make our way to the alleyway first and see if
Yes.
Kamali
Okay.
can-
So you're towards the alleyway, and your passive perception is going. But is there anything specifically you are looking for?
Okay. Are we back in
So
by the shop?
are you taking the shortcut?
Yes.
Okay. So you walk in this way. You see that this is not a well-worn path, but it is a path that people take from time to time. Nothing too exciting. Just some footprints in the dirt. Nothing that looks fresh. As you approach towards the apothecary, it looks mostly how you left it about 10 minutes ago, or the area outside of it, the alleys outside of it.
What even happened in the shop before Felix got away?
Jed, do you want to be the one to tell everybody?
What did we learn at the shop? Well, basically, my horn
Your
flower.
image is no longer showing up.
Your video stopped.
How did that happen? I'm sorry. I don't know. I accidentally clicked my mute thing.
I love you. Sorry, being really silly. I feel like whenever I need to talk to you directly, I'm just going to be using this. And
This is bless it. Okay, bros. Let me tell you something serious. I know that like a lot of these guests have like fallen ill and stuff, but like there's something even worse. This flower upon my head is poisonous. It could potentially kill me. I know this might scare you, but I've thought about it, and I think that we have the ability to cure myself. So thank you guys for joining me on this mission to cure me, and I think we need to get going. We need to get
Is
going.
it the same poison that is affecting our friends back in Melitus?
That is a great question. I'm assuming so, but I'm not entirely sure. The doctor scientist was going to strap me in and work on me. I'm assuming he was going to kill me for whatever's growing in this flower. Wait, Ched's flower. When
To
finito.
clarify, the apothecary said that his tests had no bearing on whether Ched was to live or die, which is why I circumvented them.
Where are the merchants? Why did Felix leave? What happened there?
Bro. Alistair, do you want to answer that?
Someone at some point, I'm not sure who in the group, knocked over some kind of potion of something and it filled the entire apothecary with smoke. When the smoke cleared, Felix was nowhere to be found.
Do you have any idea why he would have run away? And are we missing anything from our inventory?
Well, here's the weirdest thing. I talked to a lot of bros that knew Felix, and it was really weird because like they didn't remember when he like joined the party. Like they had no memory, but they're like, oh, he's nice and he's always been here, and it's pretty psychedelically weird, man. So like I don't know. I don't even know if this Felix is like a real person or like a demon. Like it sounds really sketch to me, bros.
I agree that's pretty sus, but we have no idea where we went.
Jaina, any luck with Kamali picking up the scent?
Just out of curiosity, while we're going
Mhm.
through the alley, Kyle, can Jaina just make sure that can Kamali just because of Felix, can I tell Kamali just always to be
Yeah.
watching to see if we're followed or if anything anyone suspicious is doing anything near us?
Yeah.
Okay, and then can Jane also just look really fast while we're going through the alley, since I'm assuming we're one of the only ones in it?
Yes. No, there are no other people like traversing through this alleyway corridor right now.
Okay.
Like no one is around like in the little areas by the apothecary. There are some people kind of doing foot traffic on the outskirts of the entryways to the alleys, like kind of going, their regular directions.
Jane, I want to ask a question, bro. So like you have really cool magical abilities. I don't know what that happened. You have really cool magical abilities. I was wondering if you did you detect any magic from Felix? Like he might be like, I don't know, magical being, or like how he disappeared, bro. Like, did you see anything?
So Kyle, the night that we were everyone was near each other going into the fort, she did do detect magic.
Yep.
At that time, was there anything weird about Felix?
I don't believe I reported any, no.
So is it no? He wasn't magical in any way last night.
Did you detect it on Felix?
Yeah, I did a 30-foot detect magic before everyone was going inside.
You didn't notice anything, no.
Okay. Yeah.
So
okay,
interesting. So this bro's not magical. For some reason, no one knows when he joined, why he joined. They just trust him, and he disappeared out of thin air. Like, do we have any trace of him, bros?
We shall have to find out once we get back to the apothecary. Wait,
Let's
no.
go there.
Does Jaina know that word? I was gonna say we would go back to the.
I assume
does
someone else would have said it.
Okay. I was just thinking, would she know what a store is? Like she's seen it, but
she understands the concept of merchants and the general idea that the places in society have different functions. Even if you don't know the name of the different stuff, you're picking up on it pretty quickly.
But she's never. But this is her first time in a city with a store, though. She knows that merchants probably sell things, but this is her first store.
Does not her band did not live in a cave that was outside of the purview of hearing these words.
Okay.
Yes. Was there anything weird about Felix? Well, yeah. Have you seen the guy? Yeah. Exactly, Charles. All right. So you are looking around. You don't see anyone
Oh,
suspicious.
and I rolled a 13 in the alley, by the way.
For what? Investigation or
Just to see if
perception?
anyone was
No one is like paying much
in the
attention to
alley.
you all. No one's in the alley. It looks like the only people who have been like walking in the alley recently were you all and the merchants who have footsteps like over on this side of the alley because this is how you all came around to the back of the apothecary.
Okay. And Kamali rolled a 20, dirty 20.
Kamali smells like. Well, Kamali smell like. No, Kamali notices a scent of Felix going toward in like the front door of the apothecary, but then it doesn't. There's no tracks. So she.
Oh no, that was for the alley. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, she smells what up towards the alleyway, towards the front door of the apothecary. She smells something of note, which she motions to you that it might be the person you intended her to look for would have been over that direction.
So from the doorway to where?
To nowhere, just at the doorway. No footsteps.
Yeah, it seems like Kamali can't pick up the scent.
So then
this is a dead end.
Does the scent go into the store?
Are you asking Kamali?
Yeah, does like.
So you're speaking. Wait, I just want to clarify. Like roleplay, you're speaking to Kamali. You speak with animals, right?
Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah. So with Kamali, so I'm gonna do it without accent because that way it's different since this is only they can understand each other. So I'm gonna do that differently. So I'm gonna say, Kamali, do you smell the Felix person anywhere outside of this door?
There's a scent here, but nowhere else. Maybe inside, but not outside.
Okay, so then I'm going to tell... So everyone hears rah, rah, rah. Yeah, everything rah. And then Jaina says, Kamali does not smell anything outside of the door. Perhaps we should go inside.
So the proposal of re-entering the apothecary, do any other members of the party have anything they would like to
Being that we just had a not so pleasant experience with the shopkeep, I think Chet and I are going to stay outside.
I agree, bro.
You'll be as well successful in gathering information that way.
I'd like to stay outside as well. I'm gonna go up to the roof and see if I can see anything that I might have missed while chasing Felix.
Chet, would you like to go look at the statue with me?
Yeah, bro, let's do it. Fist bump.
Actually, I'm going to follow them.
All right. So, Jaina, you're going to stay here, or Mishiru? What are y'all doing?
Well, do neither of you want to watch the doors? The back of the front?
Is Michiru not going to join you, bro?
Oh, don't worry, guys. I'm fine. I just got punched in the face. I don't think anybody has asked me how I'm doing, but don't worry. I'm fine. Yes, I'll watch the doors. Ugh.
We just figured because you have great makeup skills that no one will ever notice that you got punched, bro.
Well, yeah, I just finished applying. Hopefully it won't scar. Anyway. Yes, Jenna, I will stay out here. I'm not going in any more stores in this freaking city.
Okay, so
so we got Kopaka, Alistair, and Ched see the statue in the distance, and they begin to walk towards the statue. They see the statue has a bearing of a warrior holding a spear. There's some people passing by making minor comments, but most of them just don't pay it much mind. As you get closer, Alistair vaguely feels like he might recognize who this person is.
Can I make a perception check?
Yes. Where is my Discord window?
Woo! I got a perfect 20, so 21.
Nice. Okay, I'm trying to find where my Discord is real quick. It's hiding behind the screen. Because I need PM Canon.
Also, Christina, I finally figured out how to tag you. So I tagged you in a new promotion story on the Instagrams.
Nice. Has anyone seen my Discord? Discord, where are you?
What are you looking for in Discord?
I want to know where my Discord window went on my computer.
That is the worst.
But okay, so you did an awesome perception check. Is that what just happened?
Yeah, I got a 20 plus 1, so 21.
Nice. Okay, so you take in the statue in all of its glory, and you think, oh, that's it. You see a very pretty but young woman who seems to be a proud warrior. And looking at the people around you, you hear some kind of hustling and bustling where people are kind of excitedly going towards something, like they're going to go see something. But it's not the statue. It is something more this direction. People are kind of even cutting through some of these alleys over here and going around past the statue as though they're trying to get somewhere, and that you hear a crowd on the other side of these buildings.
Bros. So I'm perceiving something. You see that green tall building, like the one with the weird green roof? There's some weird, like the statue looks boring. Anyways, there's a lot of people that are totally rushing over there. We need to go over there and see what's going on, bros.
Sounds good to me. Kopaka, what say you?
I think that's a good idea. I'll follow you both.
Lead the way, Chad.
This is my
Okay.
satyr walking.
You're trotting. So you're trotting over.
Trotting around.
So Jaina, so you're still investigating over here, is that correct?
Yeah, so Jaina's gonna roll her eyes at the situation because no one's watching the back door.
Right.
Mitru's dealing with makeup at the front door because of an insignificant punch to Jaina.
Kamali's kind of motioning you to look that direction, and with your passive perception, you can see the party of Ched, Kopaka, and Alistair starting to walk away.
Yeah, Jaina's also rolling her eyes at that because it is the worst idea. Like, never split the party to go into a suspicious store. So Jaina's just gonna cross her hooves and hope nothing bad happens, and she's gonna go into the store.
Into the apothecary?
Yeah, because she wants to see where the scent, because the scent is outside the door.
Yeah, it's at the entryway.
Okay, so she wants to go inside to see if it keeps going on inside.
Closed. So do you
Jaina wants to open.
Okay.
Well,
you don't announce to Michiru like what you're doing, right? Michiru's kind of just there.
Well, Jaina said she was going inside.
Okay.
So she's like,
so
she goes to Michiru and goes, "I'm going inside."
All right. Jaina raps on the door and tries.
She doesn't knock. She just walks in. She just wants to walk in.
The door is closed.
Yeah, Jaina doesn't care about doors.
Try to walk through the door. Is that what you're saying?
No, she's just gonna try to open the door. She doesn't knock.
Okay. The door does not have a knob. It just kind of, you can see where the hinge is, and there is a door knock, but there is no exterior handle. It looks almost like
the door down.
The door isn't meant to be opened from the outside.
Was the door able to be opened when we were in the back alley? Did that have a handle?
Y'all went in through the back. They went in through the back door.
Did that door have a handle?
I don't know if anyone would remember, but they entered through there.
Okay, so Jaina's going to knock.
What's the current weather?
The current weather is It's kind of the brisk wind. It's mostly sunny with a couple of clouds. It is the last month of autumn in a kind of a more mountainous region, in case that matters.
Oh my gosh, the props.
So from inside the apothecary, you hear a voice, "We're closed for the day. We had an incident."
Yes, I'm here about that incident. I hear someone may have broken something, and I believe the culprit could still be inside the store.
He's not. Go away.
Does this
Gotta
sound like...
clean up, and I'm... You hear sounds like strap vomiting.
Relatable.
that? Why is he vomiting? uh...
Michiru,
Jaina,
what
Jaina,
Michiru's, you're just
yeah.
sitting there fanning yourself? Is that accurate? What are you doing? Michiru, did you look... I don't know if you're looking around, but if you did, you would see that the party is left and started walking towards another area.
Yeah. No, I'm outside. I'm literally I'm acting out what I'm doing. Yeah, so
Okay, just
I'm
wanted to
fanning
confirm that.
myself. I'm
Yeah.
playing with my
Oh.
the little balls.
Jaina,
and just watching.
Jaina's gonna say, well, if you're not interested in that, I have these coins that are magical, that have a death aura. I don't know if you'd be interested in death aura coins.
You hear a faint noise of just more retching. And no response.
She looks at Michiru and
Can I hear this
Yeah.
from where I am?
Well, yeah, you can. The retching is loud enough that you could hear it.
And I'm outside by the front door,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just not. You all right in there, sweetie?
Go away.
Oh. Okay.
are there any open windows or anything?
No.
There's no open windows on the front.
No. There's like a skylight on the second floor over. Like there's windows on this map, but ignore them. There is this window up here that's kind of like a skylight.
Is it open?
I don't know if you can see it or if you are able to climb there at the moment. From the distance, you can hear what sounds like bugles or some sort of horns being blown coming from this general direction.
Jaina still wants to know the smell.
All right, we're going to cut back to the other party. So, y'all are approaching, and Ched, who is able to pick up on the noise of the commotion in the crowd, Ched, which way do you lead them? Do you want to lead them around, or you saw a few people going in, ducking through some buildings this way?
I'm gonna follow the people because it's only a few people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow the few people that are ducking in that way.
All right.
I might also follow them, but do it like more Assassin's Creed style, where I climb up over the buildings so I can get a good survey of the crowd.
Make an
I'll-
acrobatics check.
that's-
Or
I'll
actually,
do
make an
that.
athletics check.
So dramatic. We don't need these histrionics.
22.
You nimbly hop on the building's top like a cat on a tile roof and land on all fours and are following silently from above as Alistair appeared to roll his eyes and the party proceeds this way.
I should warn you, Akroan citizens will attack you for being on their roofs. This isn't a civil city where people resolve their differences with words. People resort to swords first. Just an FYI.
I've been here before, Alistair, and I've survived.
Suit yourself.
Could I also make a stealth check?
Yeah.
$17.
Nice. You're largely inconspicuous. And
Hear that, Alistair? Largely inconspicuous.
you can see people are starting to head into this area, which on the map looks like this, but I will put up on the thingy. Here we go. Totally spies and we're in control. Here we go.
Are you saying totally spies?
Yeah. Because y'all are being sneaky.
Totally Spies. I remember that show.
So sneaky.
So you're going into what looks like an amphitheater. Or at least that looks. You can tell that you're heading into an amphitheater for what you can't really tell unless you eavesdrop on the people conversing going in. But
Sorry, is the amphitheater, is it in the open space or is it inside?
I'm pretending that this building-ish thing here is an amphitheater, even though this is not an amphitheater.
All right, I'd like to keep posted on the amphitheater from a high vantage point to see what's happening.
Okay.
Chad, would you like to watch the show?
You know what? Yeah, I do.
Very well then, find us a seat. I'll grab some concessions.
All right. Alistair, walking by, realizes that he's never been to a show or something like this in Akros, and doesn't remember if it's just a matter of his circumstance growing up or if this type of event has grown in popularity of late. Ched, looking for seats, will find that the stadium is largely packed, except for, you can see like all the way up in the corner is the only open seats. About, looks like it could fit like the top row of the farthest area here where the worst view is open.
So I run towards there, just screaming, Alistar! 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 While running over there.
All right.
And
Alistair,
then,
can you make a, Chad, can you make a general strength check for me to know, actually, or make a performance check so I know how loudly you're able to scream that. See if Alistair can hear that over the other people.
11.
All right. You yell that, annoying the other people sitting in the stands near you, but Alistair does not hear that.
Can I ask that when I do find that spot that's open, I would like to lay my entire satyr body over it to try to
horizontally, yes.
No one else tries to take our seats.
All right. And with using the same performance check from before, it is clear enough to the people there that they do not want to. They're like, okay, we don't want to be around this person. Kopaka, you are like perched, kind of like. Do you see where this wall is?
Oh, I'm on the other side, so I'm on the side.
You're like at the top of this like perch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in like my own little box seat.
Okay, gotcha. The crowd and noises are starting to become noticeable enough that Jaina and Mishiru take note of them, at least. Jaina, I presume, went over here to kind of look at this window, though. Is that what you were doing?
Yeah. She backs. Well, just to test, she wants to go to the so she's.
Oh, go to the back door?
Michiru's go. Michiru, I want Kamali to smell the back door in case Felix left that way.
Well, nothing rude comes out from smelling the back door, but he's welcome to.
So
Kamali,
Jaina goes and walks around with Kamali to go test the back.
At this point, walking from the back towards the front, you notice the foot tracks that all of the merchants and party initially made when they were coming down this way from the entrance towards the back door. They see just the same set of footprints for Felix as when he entered, and the scent goes in there, but is just as faint as though he has not come back out through the back door. Or
so
not
was
been
the
out this path since the rest of the party entered from the back.
So, okay, so what you're saying is that did we ever, as a group, go to the front door?
No.
We only went to the
straight
side.
To the back. We went straight to the alley to the back.
But Felix's smell is distinctly at the outside of the front door.
It's like in the entryway of the front door. Like it's enough that you can smell it from just outside, or Kamali's with wolf nose can smell it from just outside, but it's not necessarily, doesn't seem to go out like beyond the entryway.
Okay, and there's no way that Kamali would be able to, like, because Felix was, I don't know. So then, okay, because Jaina didn't see any of this.
There are no more scents of Felix beyond what Kamali can attest.
Okay, but the Felix smell is outside the door.
It can be smelled at least from outside the door.
From inside?
From out when you're at the front door, Kamali's able to smell Felix, or what was a faint sense of Felix, or Felix had been there a few minutes ago.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say that Felix is out of the picture.
Okay. Jaina was gonna turn into a cat and try to go inside the place, but that's why I was trying to figure out if the smell is
you don't smell. It doesn't
outside.
smell strong enough that like Felix is still in there in any way. Like
Okay.
Kamali can pick up the scent of the vomit and pick up the scent of Strap, but cannot pick up any fresh sense of Felix. I'm sorry, I should clarify that.
Okay. So Jaina is going to. Jaina's going to turn to Michiru, and she's going to say, okay, I think wherever Felix went, he's not near here. Why don't you go see where the rest went, and I'll follow you up above.
Good. Are we finally done here?
So Jaina ignores Michiru and turns into a cat.
Okay.
And then she goes up on the roofs, and she's going to be watching. She's still interested in Felix.
Gotcha.
So she's going to, and Kamali's going to be looking for Felix down below.
Okay.
So we're both going to be just think of it as if we're constantly making checks to see if we see or smell or hear Felix.
Right. Jaina is perplexed. Her hunting instincts make it seem like there's no way he should have been able to escape without a trace. And yet, it seems like he did.
Yeah. So Kamali's on the ground. I'm on the roofs as a cat.
To you if and when there are updates sporadically with that.
Okay.
So Michiru, you're going to wade your way towards the stadium? Or the amphitheater, rather? Okay.
Yes.
Walking by, you see out over here there was a stand where there was people selling some handfuls of nuts and berries, where Alistair was standing outside perusing concession options. Alistair, are you going to buy said nuts and berries in a little
Spartan, in a tiny upside down Spartan helmet?
Yes. Yes, yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one. I'm gonna buy two. One for me and one for Chet, because we're gonna watch the show. Because I grew up in this city, and I was never able to see an amphitheater show before, and I'm really excited about it.
All right, that's going to be 2 silver in total.
No problem. Here you go.
All right, thank you. All right, you hand over the silver, and you turn to re-enter the amphitheater, and you see Michiru approaching.
Michiru, come sit with us. We're about to catch the show. How are you feeling, by the way?
Oh,
sorry about Panther attacking you earlier. She has a bit of a nasty streak, especially towards me.
Well, she must have taken it out on me, but that's okay. I mean, it's not like you had a chance to tell us about her, the 3 days we were walking here. This was our clear destination, but that's fine. Yeah, I'd love to watch a show. I'm sure that people back in the Poisoned Wedding have plenty of ample time for us to watch a show. Absolutely.
I have a feeling the show might be worth our while. Also, perhaps in the future I'll have an opportunity to explain to you why I'm not supposed to be in this city and why Xanthopus hates me so much.
So maybe we should leave. I've kind of had my fill of this city.
All right, everyone, please be seated. You can hear in the distance.
Fine, I can't say no to a good show. Let's go, fine.
All right. Kopaka is anxiously looking around, sees that there's some sort of person who is doing the announcing beforehand. The announcer says, I guess y'all enter the amphitheater, kind of around from like this way or something to try to get over here. Ched is reclining in the top row seats here, but was probably excitedly watching to see if anyone would enter. Ched, do you see Michiru and Alistair enter?
I do, and I start screaming. Alistair, Michiru, over here, I got you seat, bros. I got you seats, bros.
Do we see and or hear him, DM?
Do you want me to make
looking around? I presume you're looking around to see where Ched went, right?
Yeah, we're looking for him.
You're looking for him, and you notice that Ched sticks out like a sore thumb. Like one of the only open areas has this wildly waving yelling satyr who, even from the distance, you can tell that's Ched.
I'll wave gently to Ched and then make my way over to him.
Okay. So y'all climb up the steps. Kopaka, you're like behind them, like above, kind of hidden. All right, everyone. Everyone has been waiting.
Keeps me from having to pay for a ticket.
No one else paid for a ticket. At least none of the other party members.
It's all right, Kopaka. I understand if you don't want to be seen with us.
All right.
I mean, you are a persona non grata in this city.
Exactly.
And the other.
Alistair,
Yes.
here for a fan?
No, that's quite all right, but thank you.
All right, everyone. Now, you already. This person needs not much introduction, but I'll give it anyway. If any of you have been struggling in your relationships, be they romantic,
Oh my god.
be they familial, be
It
they
can't be.
with your gods, even.
Oh
You hear
my God.
the crowd start to be like, oh yeah.
Oh no.
Please
Oh,
give
shit.
it up for Hattie Hilton.
Oh,
And
no.
you hear the uproarious applause of the crowd as what seems to be a satyr walking into the stadium, waving at the top of the amphitheater over here. There aren't many satyrs here in Akros, and you notice that besides Ched, you might not see very many satyrs in the stands, if any at all. But the
Can I
crowd seems to
poke
be
Ched
receiving
real
it.
quick?
Mhm.
Can I poke Ched real quick and say, Ched, that satyr looks an awful lot like you.
Ched shoos him and starts slumping into his chair like this.
Mm-hmm. All right. Mishiru, any reaction from you?
Can I see everything that's happening from
Yeah, you can see everything that's happening.
I don't know. This looks like a good show. I'm gonna take some notes.
Hello, everyone. I'm Hattie, as you know. I have not always had this amazing charisma that you see before you. I came from an area a bit rough and tumble, maybe like you all did. But I, through my hard work and the hard work of my parents, was able to learn a lot about our world and about the people in it. So please strap in, and I will tell you all how to get the most out of your relationships and how to get the most out of people you want. He turns and squints. Is that Chad?
Oh my god.
The crowd
That's-
turns and looks towards the corner where you all are seated.
Can I poke Ched and be like, Ched, the satyr on the stage, he's calling your name. Ched,
Just start
Ched, the satyr on stage is calling you.
Girl, I didn't know you were famous.
like this.
Okay.
He's right. Yes, he's
Ch-
Chad. This is Chad right
Oh
here.
my gosh.
Ched.
Thank you
He's
so
sitting with
much.
us. Yes.
I'm sorry, everyone. I know this is so unbecoming, but I have not seen my brother in ages. Ched, will you please come on down here? Maybe bring your friends.
Ched reluctantly goes on stage.
So you're beginning to descend the stadium.
Michi,
Everyone
are
is
you going
watching
with it?
you. Can you make an acrobatics check as you just walk down the staircase?
Oh god.
God.
That's wow.
3.
Jesus Christ. The humanity.
Look, they-
Looking
three?
around,
I have a
nervous.
+3, but wait. No, I have a +3. I have 6. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You,
I was like,
really bad.
you feeling all the eyes on you, which is a feeling you normally enjoy, but now feels strangely off-putting. You kind of almost tumble for a bit and catch yourself, and then proceed down the steps, and then hop over to join Hattie Hilton, who looks quite a bit like Ched, except for maybe a bit taller, a bit more handsome, a bit more fit.
Oh my god.
He's got luscious hair and has no flower on the top of his head. Oh,
Can I lean over
what
to
is that you
Michiro?
have here? I'm sorry, people here. I guess we have a live demonstration of what it's like to reconnect with family I haven't seen in a while. I hope that's okay with you all. And the crowd cheers on. Yeah. Chad.
Ched starts pinching himself to make sure he's not in a nightmare again and that this isn't just another dream sequence.
Kopaka, any reactions from you, by the way, because you're not with the other people, but
I think just a raised eyebrow. I don't really have anyone to talk to, although I'm possibly regretting that at this point.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just egging the audience. Like I'm just on the corner like,
Yes.
I'm gonna lean over to Michiro and say, "Did you have any idea that Ched had a famous brother?"
I don't really follow his social circles. I
And
don't know.
apparently he's a somewhat famous self-help guru.
Those people are fake. I don't trust them.
Truly, this day is unexpected.
So, Chad, did those people who came with you, were those your friends at Triton and Minotaur? That you had kind of a motley crew there?
Yes, bro, I have friends. I have lots of friends, bro. These are my best friends, actually.
Oh, well, why don't you invite them down too? What are their names?
This is my bro, Alistar. And this is my bro, Michiru, the famous drag queen.
Alistair and Michiru, you said famous drag queen. Please come down, come join us. You can be part of our demonstration.
Oh boy. All right. I'll head down to the stage. Why not?
Please make acrobatics checks as you descend.
Son of a bitch.
Ooh, I'd love an opportunity to upstage someone.
My acrobatics are -1, by the way.
All right. Well,
Well, you are a
don't have to roll
giant
that high to-
bull.
You don't have that roll that high to not fall down the stairs.
I got a 7.
You carefully, slowly descend the staircase of the amphitheater, looking around, watching where you're going as you approach. Mishiru?
Dirty 21.
Nice. You
Does he just
elegantly
pirouette his way down?
Yes, strut your way down. Do as you would. People are
Oh,
waving.
thank
cheering.
you. Thank you. I love you. Oh.
Here, hang on.
Tips always welcome. Tips always welcome.
Welcome on stage. So Kopaka, you now see Ched, Alistair, and Mishiru on stage here with Hattie Hilton. And are you staying where you were currently seated, or were you going to try to like navigate a little bit, get closer or something?
How big is the crowd? I like the maneuverability of where I am right now.
Okay. Yeah, the crowd is
You might want to stay there
a
in
couple
case
hundred
there's
people.
snow, actually.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
Okay.
Just in case.
So, Mishiru, is that right?
Yes.
But you've got a performance background?
I dabble here and there.
Well,
I
please.
wouldn't want to take over your show.
Oh, by all means. We're here for a show, are we not? Are we not? And the crowd starts cheering. Please, show them a little something. I know you don't have anything with you, maybe, but maybe you could probably still do some sort of demonstration if you could.
Let's see. Can I still cast Disguise Self? Well, would I want to do that on stage?
Give them a show.
Oh, everyone can see you.
Yeah. Okay, so I look and say, is there a place that I can just like real quickly I just want to put some of my stuff away?
Oh, of course. Here. And he motions, and someone who seems to be some sort of stagehand, a human, about twice the height of Hattie and Ched, comes and helps Mishiru away off the stage. We're gonna cut back to Jaina, who's actually a cat on a roof.
That's right.
Cat on
Jaina,
a hot tin roof.
it's not tin, but it is warming in the Acros sun. So Jaina, you are on the roof of the apothecary with your cat senses, your cat ears and obviously Kamali's on the ground, not on the.
Yes.
What do you intend to do?
Okay, so my plan is to walk the while Kamali is on the ground to see if we pick up the scent anywhere.
Gotcha.
Like to see if his smell somehow appears somewhere.
You don't smell anything about Felix up here. You do smell what you would recognize as Xanthopus' scent when she was up on the roof, because she had been perched up here during the initial chase, and the scent of Kopaka and Mishiru, who had jumped up here to follow. So a little wet spot where Mishiru would have been, and so a little bit of Kopaka fur. But besides that, no noticeable scents on
Is
here.
Michiru wet? Is Michiru constantly wet?
A Triton is.
I'm
probably
always wet.
Ghost.
I got that WAP.
Yes, that wet amphibian padding, and but you do realize you smell something, and you realize that this window, while not open, has a crack in it. The window on the side here, which is a little hard to navigate into, but you suppose that you might be able to swing it with your cat acrobatics.
Okay, so there's a Felixy smell from the window, or just a weird smell from the window?
A weird smell, a foreign smell.
I'm curious about that. Can I try to get there?
Yeah. Are you able to do an acrobatics check as a cat?
Yes. Hold on. I go to cat. And let's see. Acrobatics would be
Based on dex.
dexterity.
Yeah.
So that would be +2 as cat.
Okay.
Does the cat have advantage because cat?
Sure.
Yay! Okay. 15 + 2, 17.
All right. So you realize you're able to kind of jump in and shimmy through the opening in the glass if you would like to.
Yes, please.
Okay. So you do that, and you fall in what looks to be the dark room. There's lots of potions and stuff on the wall, but there's also like a smoky smell, as though there was either some smoke or mysterious magical smoke smell that was in here earlier. It also smells very strongly of human vomit, and you can hear some groaning coming from the front room. It appears that you've entered, based on your idea of the navigation stuff, you've entered the back area where the lab would have been, or where the merchants would have gone in.
Okay. I'm assuming I can smell Felix in this area.
You can smell Felix in this area. He smells just as strongly as the other merchants do.
Okay.
The faint sense of the other merchants, except for obviously Strat, whose smell is very strong, both in general and his vomit smell.
Okay, so I'm going to. And Strat, I can hear him in the front room.
Yeah, you can hear him kind of groaning and or retching.
Okay, so I'm going to be very sneaky, and I'm just going to see if if the Felix scent goes where's the Felix scent, basically. I'm just going to go around the store super sneaky.
You can follow it through there's a small doorway from the back kind of lab room, which is like the bigger part, into the small, what looks like the storefront shop. You turn your head in there as a cat and kind of sneakily look around, and you see Strat literally just sitting there in front of a pail, like looking very sick. The scent for Felix, you can kind of, even without walking all the way up there, you can sense that it goes all the way from where you're standing to the doorway of the room, or to the front of the building.
Okay, and are there any side doors?
No side doors, no particularly hidden alcoves other than just like the cubbies where the vials would be stored. nothing that would fit a human.
And no basements or any
You didn't
other
see
doors
any
that lead out.
doorways above or below.
Okay, so it's just back area, front area.
Hey, B-Rye, thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome, raiders. How was your stream, Brian? We are doing our D&D stream. Can we get some hype in chat, people?
Hey, Brian!
Yeah. We currently have Jaina being played by Christina, who is a centaur druid. She is normally a centaur, but right now she's a cat sneaking about within a lab and
It's
trying to find the trace of someone who disappeared.
Network went down.
Say that again?
Oh, I'm sorry for interrupting you. I was saying it's all Canon's fault that PlayStation Network went down.
Canada, did you break PlayStation?
The PSN's down.
Yup.
Oh, that's why I keep getting all these notifications.
Jaina's looking for this person who seems to have mysteriously disappeared because the scent goes from the back door to the front door but does not go beyond the front door.
Okay, so there's only 2 rooms in this store, just back and front.
Only 2 doors, back and front.
Does anything look suspicious in the back area? Like, does anything
when you
look...
landed, you noticed that there was like kind of some remnants of like broken glass, but it looks like the floor had been like swept or cleaned up recently. Some like chemical compounds, but nothing that seemed to you to be like pointing in the direction, anything that would lead you to knowing where Felix went.
Okay, and Strat, he looks sick, but like, does he look like really bad sick, like poison sick, or?
Thanks for the follow, Reaper Nova. Do a medicine check.
Okay. Oh, that's a 1.
To you, he looks perfectly healthy.
Well, I mean, he's
you
throwing
can tell
up,
that he's
so.
throwing up, but like you don't recognize what he would be sick with, if anything.
Okay.
But what you do know from your investigation of here and coming in is that, okay, the scent of Felix goes inside to the front door, but there was no scent of Felix outside of the front door. Almost as though he had disappeared at the front door.
Okay, and what was the foreign smell? Is that foreign smell
Vomit
anywhere?
and alchemy and strat.
Okay.
I don't want to exactly.
Can I roll perception just to double check if I smell anything else that's really weird from like strat or anything abnormal, basically?
Sure.
Oh, that's a D12. That's not going to work. Is this perception?
Yeah.
21.
All right. So, as the cat, are you gonna like kind of sneak around in the front room because Strat is like not looking around?
Yes, I want to be
just
sneaky.
wanted to make sure. As you're smelling and looking and stuff like that, you see that although the front door had no like way to open it from the front, there's kind of a large latch that like can be opened or closed from the inside. And the scent of Felix goes all the way up to that front door. But when you're like looking really close and smelling really close, it doesn't seem like he even touched the way to open the door. He didn't touch the latch. The scent doesn't, his scent and prints don't appear on there.
Okay, and we didn't see him exit the back, right? And
No.
you're saying that the back...
There's no trace of him having exited the back.
Yeah, and when you said that the smell was definitely older in the back compared to the front?
Yep.
Sneaky.
Sneaky. And we will cut back to the amphitheater. Michiru was brought to the back room to prepare. It was kind of just like an empty room where the man who had brought you to the back to get ready was like, here's the space. And then kind of closed the curtain.
Oh, wait, no. Can I...
I'm sorry, yeah.
Can I kind of interject?
Of course.
I literally, like, I just want to go off stage, do cast Disguise Self, and then come out. Like, I literally, I walk off the stage, and I walk right back out as... I just don't want people to see me casting it.
Okay.
So, like, mid-sentence, as you're saying, like, oh, please take it, take it away, whatever, like, and then I just immediately come back.
All right, come back out. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my darlings! Ampharit is here to fill your day with love and happiness, and hopefully my purse with coins.
The crowd gasps and stands, and some of them stand and applaud because they know of the fabulous performer, the drag queen Ampharit. Hattie looks at you. Oh, you are the Ampharit. Oh my gosh, I think you might have done a show for my parents back in the day. But this is incredible. We have so many special people here today. You are in for a treat. Let me tell you, everyone. Ampharit, can you just do a little twirl or performance for us?
Absolutely.
Here,
Anything for
Chad
my
and
fans.
Alistair, is that right? Here, let's get out of the way. He almost like is shoving you off to the back of the stage with him.
Right. Yeah, I'll make my way off the stage. Thank you, tiny goat person.
Pardon? I didn't quite catch that. What did you say? He kind of was whispering. Mishiru,
No.
there's some people who are like sitting at the base that seem to be musicians. Do you have any instructions to the musicians?
Just give me something upbeat. I'm just gonna do a quick little show. I didn't have anything prepared.
I'm not. Oh my god.
Boom, 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 boom. There's some sort of beat going there.
Okay, so then.
Thanks for joining me,
do I need to do like a performance check or anything? Or
Yeah, do a performance check. And describe what you're doing.
Okay, so I'll just start. Oh, let me do it. Let me. Oh wait, that's acrobatics. JK. Oh, it's the same. So it's a 12. Okay, so I didn't have anything prepared, literally. So I start by just going out into the audience and shaking everybody's hands and being real friendly, and then kind of do a sleight of hand to see if I steal any rings.
Yeah. The people who are kind of sitting right in the front are the people that have the most jewelry.
Yes. So I rolled an 18.
All right. As you caress the face of a woman who's sitting in the front and kind of laughing along, looking at her partner, she does not notice a necklace. A chained necklace being skillfully removed by the performer Ampharit without anyone's detection.
You're just gorgeous, lovely. You're just absolutely gorgeous.
Exactly. Cutting back to the front of the stage, Hattie is kind of egging the crowd on, but then is like kind of slowly backing off to like the slightly offstage portion. Kind of pushing Alistair and Ched back in with him.
Can I do a perception check to see if I notice Demetrius stealing from people?
Yes.
Mind your business.
Really specifically for that, yes.
Is it perception or is it...
I would say perception because of how far away you are.
Okay.
Mishu is literally stealing the show here, exactly. Yeah.
Literally stealing the show. Perception.
That's what I
23.
You say 23?
Yep.
You can tell that Mishu... you've not seen drag performed other than Mishu performing as Ampharit at the wedding. But you can tell that something is going on there where Mishiru's hand is going right towards the woman's neck. And while you might have had a little bit of glare from there previously, the glare is gone once Mishiru moves Ampharit's hand away.
Okay.
So Alistair and Ched are kind of being pushed to the slightly off stage, kind of like where Mishiru changed into Ampharit, her drag sona. And Hattie is clapping along, and then turns. She's like, "What are you doing here?" That's to Ched.
And I'm close enough to hear all of this.
You're here, but he's only talking to Ched.
Sorry,
but
Ched's
I can hear this conversation.
Yes.
Okay.
You can hear it, but he doesn't really care. He's just talking to Ched. What are you doing here?
Bro, well, we got attacked at a wedding. I have a virus that is fatal growing on me.
Does that have to do with that ugly little plant thing?
Don't call it ugly, okay? It's fashionable. One person has told me. But yes, it is a fatal disease that I have, and we are trying to find the cure.
Okay, well, That's great. Can you take your fatal, like, your whatever? Can you just go? Like, you're going to be distracting from my performance, and you're a bit of a downer. In case you
You
don't
brought
remember.
me on stage, bro.
Well, you were going to be distracting me otherwise. Actually, you know what? Oh, I have a good idea. You know what? I'm sorry I was rude to you. Maybe I should reunite with you later this at the end of this next month. While Kyle is out of character trying to find something. Um, you know how parents are, always trying to throw a big shindig. We have a really exciting one coming up at the end of the month. And they actually were trying to get in contact with you. So I you know what?
You know what, bro? I need to say something to you. I have bros now.
Okay, yeah, whatever, Chad. You always say you got these bros, but they're never really there.
That have my back. I have a life-threatening condition. I might not make it till the end of the month, and you don't care.
Howdy kind of rolls his eyes and looks at Alistair, like almost like he's looking for confirmation.
I typically don't involve myself in the disputes of lesser species, but everything that Ched is saying is actually true. He's been cursed by at least one of the gods.
Well, what do you know, bullhead?
Excuse me?
You do not call my bro bullhead.
Okay. You are going to listen to me, Ched. We're having a gathering during Catabacian, and this year you are supposed to be the guest of honor. But if you don't leave, I'm going to tell Mom and Dad how you ruined my event and continue to bring dishonor to this family. Do I make myself clear?
I would be happy to leave, bro. I didn't know this was your performance. And honestly, you should be scared that I may die. But I'm glad you don't care. And either way, I won't be there at the gathering.
Well,
but yes, we'll gladly, quietly leave, bro.
Okay, well, whatever. Just please try to make it to the gathering if you want to have anything to do with our family again in the future.
I might be dead.
What can you just like put off dying until the first day of the next month, please?
Already starts walking off.
All right. Hey, no, leave that way. He motions off to where you wouldn't be going back on stage.
While I'm up watching everything happen from above, can I do a perception check to see if there's anything suspicious happening in the audience once Michiru and like all the stuff happened?
Yes. I would, before I walk off, I would actually like to make a perception check as well.
What are you looking for?
I rolled a perfect 20.
Oh, nice. Okay, so Chad, pause. So Kopaka saw the motioning of what was happening on stage and kind of looked like Hattie motion, like kind of getting Alistair and Chad off the stage, and the crowd was very much enjoying Amishiru's performance as Ampharit. And you had a better vantage point than Alistair had, but you were actually able to see from the glare of the 1:30 p.m. sun that different shining trinkets are being removed from audience members and placed onto Ampharit's person. And the crowd is very excited. From what you can see, they're all looking at the performance of Ampharit at the moment. In the crowd, everyone seems to be paying really close attention looking at it, except for there's one person who kind of looks like they are just kind of sitting there emotionless watching what's going on, also looking down at what Ampharit is doing, and then that person looks up and makes eye contact with you. It is a human in a dark cloak that you have some recognition with, but you're kind of far from.
Do they make eye contact in the way that's like, oh shit, he saw me?
It looks like that they looked up where you were when they wouldn't have another reason to look up at you, or up to like where you are. So it looks like they see where you are, but they don't seem to change their behavior or what they're doing upon seeing you.
I think I might hop down and go through the crowd to find them.
Okay. So how are you going to try to navigate there? Are you going to like try to go around from the side and then come down, or hop down and go?
I think hop down from the roof. I'm a cat, so I can land well. And then just like make my way through the crowd, pushing.
Sure. They're all kind of excited, doing whatever. As you approach, the person does not look towards you, but you recognize this person's cloak and image, and then as you close, you realize that this is someone who you do know from when you've previously been to Akros. Hello again.
Enjoying the show?
Oh,
Enjoying the show?
I am. Seeing a fine display today, aren't we? And they're
Yeah.
looking down at Ampharit.
I didn't realize my friends would be able to make such an impact so quickly.
So these are your new friends, huh?
They are. We're on a mission to save some people down in Melitus. I finally came across another Leonin from my tribe, and he has been poisoned.
Oh no. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Kind of a crazy story, but we need to get up north to find the one ingredient that can save the entire party. So I'm back up here.
My, that's a lot of pressure. So what are you doing here? Kind of motioning with his head to the amphitheater.
Not entirely sure, although it does look like we're finding a way to fund some of our future adventures. I'd motion towards the rings being stolen.
Yes. I can respect that. Listen,
but if
you need to get out quickly, I'll let you through the other tunnels to get out on the west side, make a quick escape, so you can get on your journey if that's the direction you're going.
That may be helpful. We may come back to you later today. Where will you be?
I'll leave a mark at the statue outside. It'll let you know which direction to go.
Sounds good. I do have one question. There was someone by the name of Felix that got away, seeming kind of suspicious. Have you heard of this person before?
Felix? Never heard that name before, actually. So
annoying.
I'll keep my ear to the ground.
Over happy twink that kind of looks like.
Not the one that's on stage?
Not the one that's on stage, no.
Ah, well, not sure. But I'll keep my ears peeled. As you know, we have quite a few eyes and ears around.
Sounds good. See you later. It's good to see you.
Okay.
I'll make my way over to where Ched and Alistair are.
Okay. So, Ched, you were about to do something as you're getting motioned off the stage in the back.
Yeah, I want to make a perception check. I don't trust my brother, and I just also feel like something's really weird is going on here. So I just wanted to perceive just if everything's normal.
Insight?
Or insight.
Yeah, make an insight check.
1 second. Insight check. 9.
Well, to you, in your head, you might think this is kind of weird or whatever, but part of you might think, my brother this is kind of par for the course with how my brother treats me. But you've never been in this position before.
Well, I still keep marching off because I don't have time to get in a fight with my brother.
Can I yell at him? Ched, please come back.
You're kind of getting... Hattie looks like he's like, what are you still doing here? Go.
Is Hattie talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to stand here until Michiru is done performing, and you're going to be happy about it. And if you give me a second, I'm going to explain why you're listening to me. Ched, come back, please.
I'm going to actually... Sorry, people. I'm going to have us cut to our short intermission, because I realized we've gone quite a while without our break. So we're going to be back in like 5 to 10... From experience. JK. All right, people of Europe. Are we live to the people in chat? Can we get some confirmation from people?
Hey, guys.
We left on a huge cliffhanger. Kyle, how are you doing?
I'm feeling funky and fresh. Thank you for asking, Christopher. Over.
We have walkie-talkies.
Okay. You are live.
Thank you, C.W. Rogers.
Puppy? Puppy?
Yes. Where's Koopa?
Yes.
Koopa. Hi. All right. Yes. So we left off. We have everyone's kind of doing different things. Ched was getting bullied by his brother Hatthew, Hattie for short. I didn't tell you guys that it's Hatthew, but
Matthew!
yes, it's like Matthew with an H. Hattie, and Mishiru in the Dragsona Amphorit is performing on stage and getting very personal and up close with the crowd, doing some caressing and maybe some borrowing of different accessories. Alistair was telling Hattie that he was going to stay backstage until Amphorit came back. And Kopaka was watching from the top of the stands and has descended and conferred with someone in the crowd. Cut to Jaina, who was in the apothecary's building.
Wait, so what did I run off, or did I just stay there with your friends? We cut before then?
You are you're not like you didn't leave, but you're like kind of a little bit further backstage, like you're going to leave but then you like weren't sure and you kind of like froze.
Okay.
If that's okay. Oh, I love that little puppy emote. Sorry, distracted by chat. Jaina was investigating in here, trying to figure out what happened to Felix, who I will always pull the visual aid up of, who seemed to have disappeared at the doorway without going out the doorway. And she is a cat right now.
Can I look up at the ceiling?
Yes. The ceiling looks like what you'd expect a constructed ceiling like that to look like. Not that you have high expectations, but from the other buildings you have seen and been in, it doesn't look like there's any entrances nor exits in and out of the building up there. Just
and last thing with Strat is, are there any type, because he's looking so sick, is there anything on him physically that looks like he could have been poisoned in any way, like any discoloration? Can I see if there's anything that looks, because I saw what he looked like from
healthy.
outside. Well, no, he's vomiting though. So he's
been retching and vomiting. You notice that he's wearing an apron that's got a little bit of an orange powderiness on it, and you recognize that as some of the residue that you saw on the floor in the apothecary. And also, as you're looking around and smelling, you saw that there was like a disposal bin that had some vomit, but also had some broken shards of glass and some orange powdery stuff. And you saw other bottles in the lab that seemed to be of the same color.
But no one else from the rest of the group was in that area, and none of them were vomiting.
Correct.
Who were in the cloud.
Correct.
So that's why Jaina was wondering, is there any other type of thing on him anywhere that looks suspicious?
Nothing that looks I mean, he's wearing his apothecary gear. And from what you can tell from kind of like the tracks in the dust and stuff like that, as you're kind of snooping around, it looks like he had just been cleaning up the mess and that he was now throwing up. Well, it looked like normal human bile throw up.
Okay. I'm just wondering whether or not, like, I'm trying not to metagame. It's just like, did the flour infect him and he's vomiting? But okay. So I'm going to start going back out to the back, but still keeping my eye on Strat.
Okay. So you go to the back door. Is that correct?
Yeah.
The back door is closed and has the same kind of latch as you see in the front door.
Oh, wait. Can I exit the way I came in?
You can. So you came in through this through the
'Cause
slightly shattered
cat
window
paws.
over here. So yeah, you're able to
Yeah.
leap up gracefully with your catness, Everdeen, and
Okay.
get back up onto the roof.
Okay. So then I start. Kamali's still on the ground.
Yeah.
Kamali's still going to be sniffing for Felix. I'm
Yeah.
going to sniff for Felix on the top, and I'm going to start heading towards the statue.
Okay. So we're going to cut back to here. Mishiru as Ampharit has been making the rounds and is now returned to the stage. By the Mishiru, I will give you your loot after the stream of what you've acquired here. You come back to the stage and Hattie has like kind of been like whatever to Alistair's comment from right before the break. That was before the break, right? Well, staying there till Ampharit gets back. Okay. He puts back on his show face. Oh, that was brilliant. That was brilliant. Wasn't that brilliant? Everyone give our wonderful guest here.
I have a finale prepared.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be presumptuous. Please, by all means.
So then, so I walk over to Alistar and I put my, what is this? Not sash, whatever, around him and pull him on stage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Does he follow? I'm not pulling him. I just
do you resist?
Yeah, I'll follow, but should I do like an acrobatics check to make sure I don't fall?
How hard are you pulling?
I'm just like guiding him.
Okay.
It's not really a pull.
Okay,
it's more
so
like
it's fine.
just
Yeah,
guiding
I'm
him.
just walking out.
You're walking on a flat surface.
Sure, I'll walk out on stage. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah. So I bring him onto the stage, center front, and
I'm going to get the visual aid of Alistair up, by the way.
Yes, that's important. People should know what I look like.
Well, I actually need the amphitheater because I'm going to show. I have
a
visual of what I'm going to do.
Sorry.
So I bring him to the middle front, and I just climb on his shoulders.
Oh.
And I just yell, "Is everybody ready?" And then from the audience, you hear, "Is she going to jump from there?"
What's going on?
Is she going to jump?
Is she going to jump from there?
And I do a death drop from his shoulders into the floor below.
Make an
not the stage, the
acrobatics
floor
check.
below. Yeah.
Oh God.
I hope I do it. Acrobatics.
Is she gonna make it?
Is she gonna jump from there? 23.
Kopaka said that, by the way. Say it again.
23.
You land the most exquisite death drop against all odds. The crowd goes wild, like, oh my God! Some people start throwing coins at you or towards you, like just into the middle area.
Yeah.
And they're like, ah.
And
do you see that? Do you see that? Did she really just do that? Incredible. Incredible.
And as I exit, I just say, "Miss Amphy, Miss Amphy, Miss Amphy."
Oh, that's great. Make sure you grab some of those. I'll have my people grab your tips for you and bring them to the back. That was so great. Can we get another round of applause to our fresh volunteers? Thank you. Yes. Now we were going to talk about relationships. So you've gone slightly backstage now, Mishiru. Alistair, presume that you did not stay on stage after she jumped off of you, or
no? I went with Ampharit off stage.
Okay. Ched is standing backstage.
I'd like to make my way backstage as well.
Okay. So you're gonna are you gonna go back up and try to get out, or are you gonna try to like exit down and then get around to backstage?
Going down. I feel like I can sneak through.
Yeah.
Fine.
All of you make a deception check in a minute. But let's go back to Ched, who's seeing Ampharit walk off, or Mishiru as Ampharit walk back out triumphantly with a kind of confused Alistair in tow, and Ched is there in his feels. The party's reuniting.
Ched, are you all right? That exchange seemed heated.
You are muted, my love.
Ooh, what happened? Did I miss something?
I was muted. Bro, let's just go.
Ched, are you sure you don't want to talk about it? You seem upset.
Hold
Yes.
on. Ched doesn't want to talk? Oh, some shit went down. What happened?
Let's go, bro.
I'll leave it to him to
Downstairs.
describe it. It's his family.
Oh, should I be worried? Okay, I'm
My
scared.
brother, as you know, is the famous relationship guru satyr. And yes, I've always lived my life in his shadow. He basically told me he doesn't care about me dying. All he needs me to do is be at a family function at a month from now. And basically just told me we need to get as far away from here as possible so that we stop embarrassing him. So we need to just, I don't want to fight with them. We should just go.
All right.
All right. Then I guess we should go. Should we try and find the rest of the party? Where's Kopaka?
Kopaka, can you make a stealth check, please? Or is it, yeah. Or no,
Stealth,
yes.
I rolled a 16.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of just navigate your way back to what seems to be where the backstage door is going to be, and arrive where and see a mixed emotional party about exiting from the backstage area of the stadium.
Well, that was quite the show.
Yeah, can we go?
You can still hear Howdy kind of in the back, if your partner does this, that's a no-no. You want to correct that behavior by saying, hey, you're not shit. You'll never be shit without me. Everyone say it back. And, yeah.
Can we please go, bros? I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. Thank you for being my support system through this, but I would really like to get away.
Before we leave, are we the only ones in this area?
Looking around, it seems like so, yes.
All right, then
No one
I'll
else seems
quickly
to be
say,
within a shot.
I'll quickly say to Michiro, looks like we're funded the rest of our trip.
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting if I'm muted or not. Somebody had to. I mean, y'all out here just watching shows, and I don't even know where Jaina is.
We should try to locate her as soon as possible.
Jaina,
I also found us a way out of the city in case we need a quick escape.
We won't need a quick escape. This is my home.
I would like some new knives. Anywhere we can get those?
Do
Jamil,
the
can you
merchants
put
that we
your
brought here have
microphone
all of the
closer?
antidote that they need to get back to Meletus?
the merchants are gone.
Right, there we go. That's that answer.
DM,
Is that
what
better?
time-
Say it again, Ken.
DM, what time is it?
In game, the time is about 3 p.m.
Okay, so our next priority should be finding a place to stay for the night, because there's no point in leaving the city right now.
So you all are kind of right out here, it lets out back here, kind of near the statue. You see a cat and a wolf lurking by the statue.
No,
The
Jane is
far
on
more
top.
conspicuous.
On top of the statue?
Yeah.
Okay. Climbing about the statue.
Is that
So-
a statue of Centimede?
It is not Simon, no. It is, well, you think it looks like her a bit,
It does
But-
look like.
but it's, when you read, as Alistair approaches and reads the inscription, I don't want to say the wrong name, I think he realizes, oh, this is Taranika, a little bit older than he last saw her.
Oh, interesting.
Who's a name that the rest of the party's not heard.
And also, we don't know because it hasn't been said out loud.
Right.
Jaina, did you find anything useful?
How do you know it's
Wait,
me?
do we know it's her?
Oh, sorry. Well, you see it-
Because
recognize
Kamali is
I recognize
well,
Kamali.
Kamali's
I know
always
that-
in the shadows. Kamali's not
He's
out
always-
by the
I thought he was
statue.
By the statue. Look,
No,
if
no.
there's a wolf and a cat sitting next to a statue in the middle of town, when I see it, I am going to assume that
No,
it
this is
Jaina.
Kyle.
Yeah, exactly.
That was Kyle.
They're-
No, Jay.
yes.
So just to make sure, so Kamali and I was on the roof. Kamali was on the ground. I'm assuming we didn't smell any Felix on the way to the statue.
No.
Okay. So then, as we were heading towards the statue, because she knows they went around the way, Kamali would wait in an alley. Jaina would be just waiting on top of the statue until she eventually saw the group because she didn't know where they went.
Gotcha. Okay, so rewind. I'll say this to the rest of the party. Has anyone seen Jaina?
I don't know, but that cat's looking super sus on that. statue over
The
there.
cat sees the party approach.
And the cat's all black.
That looks
All
like
the
a
animals will be
wolf
black.
thing.
Can I identify?
Say that again, Chris.
I think that looks like her wolf.
With Chris's satyr perception,
In
passively
the alley.
sees in the alley, in the shadow, Kamali kind of lurking. So what were you saying, Kopaka?
Oh, can I investigate the statue for any clues?
Yes.
Do I need to roll anything, or?
I'll say no. You see an inscription that you interpret to be deliberate in a way that you recognize that would point towards what you think would be over here. Like you generally think, oh, towards the gate or towards a spot you would recognize on this side.
And that's the west side of the city?
Yeah, the map is kind of turned around.
Okay.
I'm going to say that, yeah, this is the area that basically it'll bring you to. And you would remember from the person, I'll say it in a side, but basically you think that you're supposed to head to this place, this little house.
Okay. Would I know if there's taverns over there?
You would not.
Okay.
Jane is gonna jump down from the statue if she, as I'm assuming she can see them as
Yeah.
Cat.
Oh yeah, no yeah.
She's going
she sees them
to
approach, yeah.
Yeah,
come
so
to.
she still wants to keep a lookout and a ear and nose out for Felix. So she's just going to go on Ched's shoulders.
Okay. The cat hops down onto Ched's shoulders.
That's it.
Do I make a Can I make a perception check to see what's happening?
So you,
Should I light it on fire?
wait,
I was about to say,
so
I immediately look at Alistair. It's like, do
what
not
is your
light this one on
emotional-
fire.
What is your emotional reaction to having a cat land on you?
Well, the thing is last time we killed an innocent lizard. So I'm assuming it's just a nice, cute cat that wants to see my flower. I'm a little bit sad, so it makes me happy that there's at least a cute cat that's on my shoulder. But I do want to make a quick,
So make an insight or a nature check, whatever one you, depending on what your intention is.
14 plus 1, 15.
All right. This cat seems harmless.
I just keep, because I'm so dead inside and I'm really tired because I was totally, trampled on today, but I was kidnapped by a doctor, strapped up. I had Alistair save me. Then I had to see my brother, was publicly embarrassed. I decided to just keep walking as if nothing is happening.
Where are you walking towards?
I just keep walking.
Okay. Ched is walking.
Ignoring everyone behind me.
Ched is walking this way, away from the stadium. Aimlessly.
Ched, where are you going?
Away.
Away where?
I don't care. Away.
Should we follow him, or should we let him wander off?
I would like to do an insight check to see if I can find any places with alcohol nearby.
Let me. What kind of check would you make for that? Okay. Actually, this would be more a Ched thing to do. Make a perception check to see if you can smell the nearest alcohol. Or tracking, whichever one.
Or what?
Or tracking, whichever you prefer.
I got a 2 in perception.
All right. You don't smell any sense of alcohol on the wind.
I just keep walking forward then.
Okay. You recognize that you're getting close towards where you entered the city.
Oh no, I'm not walking towards the entrance of the city.
I'm saying as you wander kind of this direction, you recognize that that's where you came in is like over there. You're not near it. It's over there.
Okay. You can cut back to the other teammates.
Okay. So Ched with a cat is walking away.
Teammates.
No one else is concerned that we haven't seen Jaina in a few hours.
Well, Jaina can fend for herself. I honestly am more about letting that guy by himself in the city.
Akros is perfectly safe, particularly given Ched's non-violent nature.
Is it? I got
In
punched
the-
in the face.
After hearing that, you hear what sounds like swords clashing, but then you look over and see it's just some kids practicing with very sharp weapons, playing, just sparring in the background.
There's kids with swords in this city.
Of course. And if they remove some of their own limbs, they'll be replaced with stronger, finer brass limbs.
Where are we?
This is Akros.
I think I remember there being some tavern establishments over on the west side. We can head over there for a second and check it out.
Let's pick up Ched on the way.
Chad, we know where there's booze. Come on. Come on.
Ted continuously walks forward aimlessly.
By the way, because is that area very open, Kyle?
This area?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Kamali has to keep following the cat.
Yes.
so just so you know, there's
Kamali is lurking in the shadows the best they know how.
yeah. So just so you know, they're just if at any point it's really obvious, like that's a wolf walking in kind of open area. Would the party see him?
Yes. I will let you. Kamali is trying to kind of lurk. Chad hasn't gotten very far yet, so Kamali's kind of like in the alley over here watching.
Okay.
Guys, homegirl over there did not turn around when I said we know there was booze. I think something's up with them.
I agree. There's clearly something really bothering him.
You want to go maybe pick him up and drag him with us?
Very well. Can I walk over and pick up Ched?
If Ched, do you assist in getting picked up or do you resist?
Ted has no resistance at all right now. He's a shell of a person, so he doesn't even resist.
Make a strength check, Alistair.
Strength check. There it is. 22.
All right. You swoop and pick up Ched into your beefy, pun unintended, bull arms, and the cat remains perfectly poised and balanced on Ched's shoulders as Ched is being picked up.
And Jaina the cat just is now in. Okay, I'll say.
There's now a tower.
How? Yeah, I was gonna say how is it? Wait, how has he picked him up?
Alistair, how do you pick up Ched? Like cradling, like from the waist. How are you holding him?
I will hold him like a baby.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
then Jaina
Like a beautiful baby.
moves from the shoulder to being on top of Ched's tummy, and doesn't know what's going on, but can see that Ched is sad. So she nuzzles Ched in the chest and just starts purring to try to make him happy, while also still
Aw.
smelling for Felix. She's still like, Ched is sad. Make Ched happy. Felix, Felix, Felix.
Mhm.
Michiru, lead the way to the nearest pub.
As you
Why
start,
are you looking at me? She
I
is the
thought
one
you
that
had-
said. That
I
one
thought
over
you
there is the
had-
one that said it.
I thought you had a specific destination in mind.
I point to Kapaka because he's the one that said it.
I'm just walking there with a mission.
so you're walking this direction regardless of whether or not you know where the pub is. Is that correct?
I figured it's a big enough city. There's enough buildings over there. One of them's got to be a pub.
I'm literally from this city. I could take us to one if you
Is
want.
there one over this way?
Yeah, then why did you ask me to lead?
Because I thought you had a specific one you wanted to go to. There are
I've-
many establishments that serve alcoholic beverages in the.
Never
fine
been to this
of
city,
Akros.
as far as you know.
Is there one over on the west side? I have someone I'd like to
Jamil?
meet over here.
Oh, sorry. The fan where you were doing it there, the air was going against the mic, and it was kind of causing stuff. So just be wary of that.
Easy with the fan, girl.
Sorry, I missed what was being said. Sorry, repeat. Last person.
So DM, can we take them to an Akroan bar?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
As you start to proceed this direction, Kamali doesn't see other ways to kind of stay completely in the dark. So Kamali's slowly sneaking this way, but is out in the open. Most people are not looking around for it, but as you are perceptive adventurers, I would say that Mishiru, out of the corner of their eye, sees the shape moving towards the opening.
And then Kamali, to try to blend in, goes towards the group to try to be like amongst their feet.
Gotcha.
So we can see it. We can see him.
You can see it.
Yeah,
You can see it.
as you're walking away,
You're no longer
yeah.
hiding because there's nowhere else to hide because you're trying to walk this way.
Kopaka,
Walk
there's a
this
dog
way.
following us.
Can I do a perception check to see if I put 2 and 2 together? That's Kamali.
Insight.
and that-
I would say that would be insight. You
Insight?
definitely recognize that it's Kamali.
All right, insight check. 13.
All right.
Do I figure it out?
Think
Am I a
that
clever cow?
if Kamali's here. Jaina can't be far. This cat is acting odd. You've not seen Jaina in a while. You know Jaina can turn into animals.
Someone who's not, as someone who knows a few cats, that one seems like it's someone masturbating as one.
Leona,
Just-
can you communicate
wait.
with a smaller, inferior version of your species?
Masquerading, Kyle.
I know it sounded. My headphones aren't very good. I was very confused for a second, and I'm a child, and it is 10 o'clock. I was gonna say. Do you have any
if the
reaction
wolf
to
is
seeing
following us, you could probably
yeah,
just talk to her.
the wolf just came up to you though, or to y'all, Kopaka. Do you have any reaction to that?
I'm walking faster,
Mhm.
breaking off a little bit.
Oh God.
All right. So it sounds like y'all are talking about Jaina around a cat.
Okay,
Yeah.
so basically we've all kind of realized that Jaina is the cat. Is what you're saying?
And once we see a wolf following us,
for those of you
your
who are
cat not leaving us alone.
those of you who are paying attention to what's going on around them, yes, Ched seems to be in his feels in the arms of Alistair.
Ched is not really here right now. Ched's
By the
a-
way, Ched, because Jaina loves being a cat. Cat is awesome. Jaina's gonna look at Ched and just like boop him on his nose with her paw. She's like, Ched. Hey, Ched.
I'm gonna push
Ched.
the cat off of Ched's
Ched.
stomach onto the ground.
Oh, and I'll just like look at the cat and I'll just look at the group and it's like, wow, it's really nice not having Jaina around, isn't it?
So Jaina, you're receiving a push from Alistair off of Ched's body.
Can I try to resist?
You can try to resist. Cannon make, or sorry, Alistair make
As weak cat.
I guess, strike as though you're doing unarmed strike, even though you're not.
Strike.
Light it on fire.
An unarmed strike.
Well, yeah, you're pushing it.
Do you want me to roll for a hit, or do you want me to roll
roll for a
damage?
hit. Roll for a hit is what I mean for that.
Okay.
And Jaina, make a
Oh my god.
strength saving throw
As cat.
as cat.
That really sucks because I rolled a 17, but the cat's strength is -4.
Kyle,
What'd you get?
I rolled a 22.
Okay, we just killed Jaina.
We just killed the cat.
Now,
I didn't want to hit her. I was gonna push her up. Just softly
You-
push the cat
you
up.
yeet the cat.
Eat the cat.
And I don't know how Jaina responds with noise wise, but you do get to make a dexterity saving throw to see if you do land on your feet like a cat should.
Yeah. Also, Jeff Hubsters, yeah, it's like
I
a
feel like she
grim.
should get advantage for being a
no,
cat,
you get
though.
advantage for that.
But yeah, Ruby reference to Job Husper.
I don't know anything you just
Okay.
said.
I was just looking at chat. Jeff Husper talked about it's a grim, and I love Ruby.
Oh, gotcha.
Dexterity. I rolled 15 plus 2, 17.
All right. Although
So
that-
Jaina goes, meh, and lands on her feet. She hisses at Alistair because she already doesn't like him. And this makes her more upset because she was trying to get Ched's attention. Now Alistair's being a bully. So then she just she just starts walking forward in the direction everyone is going and keeps sniffing for Felix with Kamali.
Kamali's kind of...
And she goes out once they reach rooftop, she's gonna go on the roofs to keep sniffing while Kamali's on the ground sniffing.
Right. Well, the party is kind of walking through the middle here. You would have to go out of your way to
Yeah.
jump on and off of rooftop. So you're gonna do that, or are you just gonna?
Yes, I want to do that.
Okay.
Nope,
It's
I'm
quite
gonna
a
do that.
ways out of the way.
I hiss at. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm doing it anyway because I'm mad at Alistair.
Okay. So the party is walking a general this
Sniffing for
away
Felix.
direction. Pardon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, I'm saying yes.
Okay.
She's just gonna go
Great.
on the.
No, we're good. We're moving on, right? All right. Jaina hops on the roof of this building as the party's walking slowly over this way, in mixed emotions to what just happened immediately and previously. As the party's also tired after a night of rough sleep and nightmares. They're walking towards this building, which Alistair seems to remember was some sort of establishment that served alcohol. Anything the party wants to talk about as they walk?
I'm next to Michiru, right?
Yeah.
So I ran into an old friend from when I used to work here. I think I might have a connection that might be able to help us out for some of our future traveling up north.
Oh, I didn't think you had friends.
Thanks.
But that's good. What kind of help can you provide us? Did I steal
An exit
anything
from the
him?
city. An exit from the city, if we need that. I would advise not stealing from them, as they may steal right back from you. Alistair said we may not need an escape, but they may know more about the secret ways to get out of the city that Felix may have taken. It's worth a shot.
Yeah, you know me. I'm always down for a back exit.
All right. The party reaches what seems to be a less like this part of town seemed to be a little bit more busy, shopping, etc. going on. This part of town seems to be a little less attended to by the members of a Crowan society who keep up with structures and the finer things. So
it's a slum.
I didn't say that. It's not like it's not the worst part of Akros, which would be the foreigners' quarter. But you're getting towards the foreigners' quarter, so it starts to get a little bit worse and worse.
Ted mumbles, "Get me a drink, bro."
So
we're at the bar now.
You're at the front of this building where you could find some mead or liquor of some kind.
Okay, I'll go inside and set Ched down at a table and order a jug of wine for the party. It's on me.
Ched, as he sits down, looks over at Michiru and says, "Bro, you're paying for this one."
The big guy said he was paying for it, so I think he's got it.
In this establishment, you see people that are wearing looks like they might be hoplites or people that are training, but they're not all decked out in gear. Alistair, so Jaina, you enter as a cat?
Yeah, so if Jaina didn't smell anything,
she did not.
On the outside, then Kamali's gonna keep following the group. And then Jaina's gonna go inside as a cat, and she's gonna sit next to Ched.
Okay.
Can I do a perception check for the hoplites and see if I can tell whether they're training or whether they're actual soldiers?
Yeah.
Are cats allowed in this establishment?
You've not been told otherwise yet.
Oh, I was asking the server.
Oh, God, sorry. I thought I was not
got
sorry.
An 18, Kyle.
Say it again?
I got an 18.
All right, great. Michiru, there's no server here. Alistair was going up to like the counter to get some stuff, some wine, right? So you think that these are. Sorry, I'm opening up my book real quick. Trying to find the word I'm looking for. So you could see these seem like they're Alaman soldiers who have like returned, or some people who are still training and are not like high regarded soldiers. They're like people who are like training to eventually become more renowned part of the Crowan military, but are right now kind of just like the privates in training.
Gotcha. Okay.
The crowd looks generally young amongst those people, and the older people don't seem like people you recognize. Others are just citizens.
So I'll come back to the table with the jug of wine and pour Ched a cup and set it in front of him gingerly.
Ched gulps the entire cup down.
Okay.
No one has anything else to say?
Do any of us get any wine?
You'll have to get cups yourself, being as that I paid for the jug myself.
Wow,
Right.
not a real full service here.
I can get up and go gather them for everyone. I'll get 3 cups.
All right. Kapaka as walks over to the cup area of the bar. Looks around, sees some people, but it's not very crowded, as it's only like still the afternoon. It's not quite evening time yet. So the people in here.
Happy hour?
What time is happy hour? It's like it's like 4 o'clock in game.
And it's happy hour.
4 p.m. is happy hour?
Yeah, happy hour is like 4 to 6
Yeah, that's when happy hour starts.
Is the beginning of happy hour. I'm sorry, I don't drink, so like I don't know this stuff.
I'm a little less impressed by Alistair's generosity.
That was evident by the fact that you didn't know when happy hour started.
I thought it was kind of like rush hour, where it's like most people would go, but now it makes sense. Happy hour is when the stuff's discounted. Sorry. Yes, it's happy hour, so there's not many people here. No one of note.
Okay, then I'll just grab the cups and go back to the table.
Kopaka, I heard that you saw someone familiar today.
Yes, someone from when I used to work here. I mentioned we might have a way out of the city, which you said we won't need, but if they have ways out, they may know something about how Felix could have gotten out too. I think it's worth at least asking and seeing the route we could take.
Fair enough. Sounds like it's worth investigating to me. You worked in
there may be
Akros?
people at the gate that you want to avoid.
Well, now that Cyphidius knows that I'm here, I'm not too worried about my safety. Previous to that, though, I was pretty concerned.
Shouldn't we, again, just spitballing here, like ignore me if you want to, but poison people back home, like should we be like getting on our way, or?
That's right. How much longer on their trip do we have once we get out of Akros?
We do not have that much time, bro. I think we need to start moving immediately, but unfortunately, we've already used up a lot of our energy tonight in this one city.
It's too late in the day to start making our way through the Titan Stairs now. We don't want to be out when it's dark. Trust me. The things that live in these mountains are not particularly kind.
I'm sure your fiery sword can take care of it.
If I can manage
I have no issue with spending the night here. This makes sense, and we can stock up. We may be able to hit up some of the merchants too, using some of the rings that we pawned. I can see if my friend has a fence.
Can't believe I'm being the logical one here, bros, but I have to get this ugly flyer off my head. I think we need to use whatever we can for whatever time we have right now to stock up, study, find anything you can to power up, and then we got to move forward tomorrow.
Agreed. I'd like to go over to
Jaina meows.
I'd like to go over to my friend and see what they've got going on once I've downed this wine.
Okay. So you're gonna leave the establishment?
Yes.
Okay.
When everyone said agreed, Jaina meowed. That was her agreed.
Awesome. By the way, Alistair, just so your character knows, this is only for him. It'd be about like half a day's travel to where you think you're supposed to go from
Right.
Theros.
That's what I thought.
So Kopaka stands up from the table and walks out and heads towards this building over here. When he gets there, he notices a symbol kind of like the one he saw on the statue. That, if he remembers correctly, means he should just give a little knock on the door.
Did you
Kopaka,
hear
is
that?
it you?
It's me.
Oh God.
All right, come on in. Come in. Where are your friends here? The cloaked figure kind of brings you in through the doorway. Are your
They're
friends here?
they're at the bar along the way. I figured our mismatched party might draw more eyes than needed.
Good thoughts. Well, this building serves as one of our hubs. You can go down through. You see that barrel over there? If you just shift the barrel, you can go down through a tunnel that will lead you out of the gates of Akros. So if you need to get out here,
I have a couple questions before we do that.
of course.
The first is, do you have anywhere where we could sell some stolen items?
Well, depends what those items are. He says with a smile.
Collection of trinkets and rings.
Borrowed items.
Well, I have some contacts that you'd be able to do that with. If you would want, I can take them off your hands and then give you a fee.
Yeah, we may come back to you later tonight and do that. The second question is this the only tunnel that exists under Akros, or are there others?
Oh, you should know better. Your time away has made you forgetful. There are always new places to come and go, even under the watchful eyes of Eros and his hoplites.
Are the tunnels a secret to you as well, or can you see who's passing through?
Well, I can't claim to know everything, but I'm pretty familiar with a lot of these ways ins and out.
Was there anyone suspicious who escaped out of the tunnels today?
I don't know. I have not been keeping watch.
Okay.
Also, most of us in this business are a little shady.
Yes, but there are some sorts of shades that are worse than others.
Are you referring to the peppy shades that you talked about earlier? This Felix man?
Yes. We think there may be something very dark afoot there.
Well, like I said, we have our eyes and ears peeled.
All right. I'll return with some stolen goods for you to fence.
All right.
Right here, and I'll go grab one of my friends.
All right. So Kopaka is going to head back towards the tavern. While Kopaka was gone, the party and Cat were sitting at the table, talking amongst themselves.
We know who the cat is now, right?
Oh, yes.
We figured it out.
But
Okay.
she's in cat form. I didn't want to imply that there was a centaur talking to y'all at the table.
Right.
Jaina's still gonna try to boop the nose of Ched.
Mm-hmm.
Jaina's just trying to be like, Ched. Ched.
Jaina.
Do you does Ched wait, does Ched boop Jaina back?
He finally starts. Ched finally boops Jaina back and makes a slight giggle.
Oh yeah, Jaina starts
Yay.
purring. Jaina starts purring and twirls around and is happy. And she lays down, and that's her happy twirl.
As you all pass some time in the bar there, it's about sunset. Kopaka's just re-entered the entryway of the bar.
Michiru, I have a way for us to sell some of your borrowed items to fund some of the rest of our adventure. If you want to come with me.
Oh, absolutely. Are we gonna get a good price?
I feel like between you and me, we can negotiate something good.
Should I bring my friends?
Never hurts.
Okay. Lead the way. Oh,
Like,
I should get out of this garb. Is there a bathroom in here?
you look around and see what seems to be based on the curtain and your social deduction skills, you think, oh, there's probably a facilities back there, chamber pots, or at least private rooms with what would be a bathroom.
Okay, so I just go back there and then just like disenchant myself, which reminds me I gotta cast.
Is the entire party privy to their conversation? Like, are they talking about this in front of us?
Are they?
Or are they talking? Are they whispering quietly?
Were Kopaka and Mishiru, were you whispering?
We weren't whispering, but we weren't loudly announcing to the entire party.
Could Jaina hear it because Kat?
If she was
If
not,
you guys were
if she was
wanting
paying attention to that, yes. If she was not busy booping and
Well,
being
no, I
booped.
mean, if suddenly Kopaka comes
Right,
back,
right.
she's gonna notice him, and
if she
he's
notices
gonna.
a
If he's
big
not-
cat come back, yes, she knows. You notice he's there. It's just whether or not you're paying attention to what they're saying. Is what I'm saying.
So
Yeah,
can
she
I
would.
do-
She'd be curious to
cool.
see what
Yeah.
Kopaka's doing after he comes back.
Can I do a perception check to see if I overheard them?
Yes.
And Jaina does not care about stolen items
Yeah.
and gold and stuff, so she's like, okay, they're doing stuff.
19.
Oh, you heard their conversation crystal clear.
Has Michiru's already left and gone to the back to change?
Yes.
Okay, I'll wait for him to come back before I say anything. Ched, how you feeling, little buddy?
I want to die, but I also don't want to die, so I hope we can survive. I don't know what to do about my bro. He really, 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 he's awesome. You can see him. He gives great advice. Everyone loves him. And I'm never going to live up to that expectation, but I don't even know if I want to be honored. That's something I would have wanted my whole life, is to be honored by my brother in front of my parents. It might be the 5th time I ever get to meet them, but I don't know if I want that anymore. I think if I'm able to get this flower off my head, it might take some time, but I might want to make some new goals for my life, bro.
Ched, that's markedly profound. Good for you. What kind of goals do you think you want to do?
I don't know. Maybe like start a band.
Oh, right.
Like,
You're-
I would love if the band was just like everyone was called Ched, and then the band was just called capital Ched with like a punctuation mark at the end of it.
Right. Yes. I think that's an idea.
Mishiru
There you
is
go.
returning from the back.
If it's any consolation, Ched, I thought the stuff your brother said was horrible advice.
Thanks, bro. Would you like to listen to me sing the song Wonderwall?
Actually, Michiru and I need to get going in a little bit.
Before
Okay.
the two of you go, I'd like to make it very clear that I do not approve of this, of what you're doing. And I know I can't stop you, so I'm not going to. But I'm going to say that if you get caught, they will probably kill you.
So you don't approve?
It's not whether I approve or not. The sun shines on the just and the unjust equally. I'm
Oh,
simply
okay.
warning you that we're in a city where people resort to violence as their first action and talking as their second. So be careful.
Hey, well, I think between Kopaka and I, we should be able to sneak and get what we need, since we're not getting anywhere else.
All right.
Your friends in the military able to outfit us for the adventure ahead?
Of course. We just have to ask.
You think we can get something for all of us?
What do you need?
Better equipment? Like you said, we're going on a dangerous pass. We've already encountered some beasts. You've fought a field.
And one, for the record. It was a very
Yeah.
dangerous field. I saw the way it was looking at Ched.
Jaina meows in disapproval.
Listen,
But
if there's a way for us to get better equipment and for me to keep the items I borrowed, then I'm all for it. Whatever the group wants to do.
but as long as we get it before tonight,
Oh, yes.
For
because
tonight?
we be going at first light.
I suppose I can go and see Cyphidius.
All right.
So the party, having made some plans, is going to go out their separate ways. It sounds like the Kopaka and Mishiru to sell the wares, presumably, and Alistair was going to go try to find Sodius. Is that correct?
Sure. Chad, would you like to come with me? You can bring the wine.
Chris, you are muted. Thank you.
Sure, bro. I have now a fear, so I mute myself because I'm afraid, even though Discord is closed and I'm not getting notifications, I'm afraid I'm going to disturb everyone with Discord notifications. I'm sorry.
We understand and accept you, Chris. Over and out.
Over and out, 10-4. Is that what people say?
You turned it off before. Well, yeah, yes. We'll go over protocol later. Okay. Anyway, did the party make plans about rendezvousing?
Is this tavern also somewhere where we can sleep?
It does not appear to also have housing now.
Is there any sort of inn nearby that we could use?
Are you asking Alistair?
Yes.
Yeah, there's multiple.
Why don't we decide on one to meet tonight, and we'll wake first light to go on our adventure.
Okay, so DM, let's take them to an inn.
All right. You know that right towards the entrance of the city, there is an inn that is pretty popular for travelers. It is over here. Party's currently here, so it is Nips. Oh gosh, not far at all from where you are.
Great.
Okay, bros, let's go.
So Ched and Alice are going to go try to track down Sodius.
Yeah, I assume he's in the fort somewhere.
Jane is gonna go on Ched's shoulders.
All right. And the others are going to go and try to sell their wares, and that is where we're going to end for tonight. Full disclose, we're going to probably do the buying and stuff off stream.
I think that's
like
a good
the buying
idea.
and selling, and then we'll come back after that has happened.
All right.
So, chat, I want to talk to you super quick. What we're going to start doing, actually, thank you, loves. It was not intentional. I don't know how.
I know, the chat says that you were muted.
Thank you, Chris. I heard that.
It was
Over.
really good. It was really, I like that.
Basically, so the last person to receive an inspiration point was Jaina, but that was before we started doing the system. And so the inspiration point is basically going to last for an entire session, and people can use it basically to advance their roles, blah, 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 blah. But chat, who do you think, I'm going to exclude Jaina because she was the most recent one to receive an inspiration point. Who would you give an inspiration point to and why? And we're going to see where the consensus lies.
Oh, pick me. I didn't kill the cat. I'm making so much progress. Really.
I did a death
saw-
drop
I saw
from
what
your
you wrote.
shoulders.
What a Mishiru.
I am an inspiration giver, so I don't know if I need it as much. I can sing all.
Well, in the meantime, what were some of your highlights, adventures in chat? Things you enjoyed doing tonight?
I really enjoy the relationships that are building. Actually, I think.
Chris,
well,
can
I
you
think
go a little
it's-
bit closer to your mic? Thank you. Over.
Oh, my mic was all the way down this whole session. Is this better?
It is.
Yeah, much better.
Okay, sorry, I was recording voiceovers and I had to record it all the way low. So I think my favorite thing is actually just the relationships that are building. I think it's very funny, the hashtag Chalister is real.
Yes.
Because Ched's whole backstory is he has a Minotaur nanny that was like his only friend growing up.
Dare you
So
say
it actually
a
what?
nanny?
Yeah, a Manny, which is a Minotaur nanny. So it makes sense for
That's
Ched
offensive.
to make this new father figure type relationship, which is Alistair, which I'm very interested in seeing. I love his relationship with Jada, cheering her up. Oh my God, why am I the worst? Jaina, with cheering him up. And I'm also really interested in Michiru's and Kapaka's pyramid scheme, Ponzi scheme that they're about to start running. I think that's fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
I fully expect Michiru and Kopaka to come up and be selling some sort of what's the new like pyramid scheme everyone's doing?
Would it be like the laxative teas?
Yeah, like a laxative tea. But if we start selling it, we get 3 free laxative tea. One of those things.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a multi-level marketing opportunity. You can earn income from your phone, honey.
You can be
From
your own boss.
Yes.
Make your own hours.
Yeah.
All of it.
Imagine.
#Bard Boss.
I didn't think
You
it was
That could be
possible.
you. That could be you.
All right.
Oh.
So it sounded like from what the adventurers were saying that they like oh, I'm sorry, my other thing was blocking chat and I totally did not. I was like, no one's talking. I asked what was going on, no one's saying anything. Yeah, people supporting Michiru in the death drop, which was gorgeous.
That is a great death drop.
Ched having an emotional breakthrough was also good, but getting by.
I think, you know what, even though 2 people said Ched, I think I'm going to give it to Michiru if that's cool.
I think Michiru as well.
All right, Michiru,
Yeah, because
mark an inspiration point so you can use this to improve one of your roles next session.
But I do have to say to CW Rogers, I just want to call this out. His argument between him and his brother reminded me of his own. Yeah, that is. A lot of people have overachieving brothers, and that's kind of what I base this character around, is all of the exes that I dated that had overachieving brothers.
Well, and also the relationship with the parents playing into that, right?
Yes, the Hilton family, which is very not named after anyone in real life. The Hilton family of yeah.
Also, thank you for the nomination, CW Rogers, but it does have to go to Michiru.
Yes. But
although
sure, I didn't know what I was
you only
competing
get
for.
one death drop inspiration point. You can't have that be in every.
Is she gonna do that every season? Oh my God.
She brings it to you every season. I don't know why you're all shocked.
Yeah. I'll just say you may earn a piety point. Even Phoenix was impressed by that death drop. All right, everyone.
Stealing money.
I was just gonna say one thing, which is that Jaina still doesn't know the whole context of the wedding, and she completely missed the whole theater thing.
Yep.
So
Jaina continues to not know what's going on from them. Also,
she's missing it all. She's like,
oh, Ched's silent. I guess I'm just like still.
She can tell Ched's sad. She just doesn't know why Ched's sad.
Which is like,
because she missed all of it.
Kind of like the best kind, like a friend who's there for you. Like he's like, I don't know why you're upset, but I'm here to comfort you.
That's Kyle with me because usually I don't have any point to be upset, but he's like here.
Oh, also, I would like to apologize to everyone in the campaign and everyone on the chat for me being on my phone the whole time. I've been getting blown up because the PSN is having an outage currently. So apologies. I'm really sorry.
My phone was being blown up because my cousin wrote a Facebook status about me.
About you? Oh, is it good?
No, it's sad actually.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that in a sec. We'll go off stream in a minute.
Oh, it's too real. The stuff that's going on with Ched, I'm like, this is too real.
Sorry. Okay. Sounds like the party's getting ready to leave. They are very close to the location they were told to go to, which will get them something. That will get them further in their quest to. Did you do that, or is that me?
I just wanted to say that you did a really good job DMing tonight, and I just want to thank everyone who watched your stream.
Thank you, Chris, and thank you, stream as well. Out.